Hey, it's Saturday. I don't have to go to work. I think we should go prospecting. What do you think, Rigby? Well, then let's go. Well, last night we got a big snowstorm. It's snowing right now. And it's going to be miserable getting back into there in our spot. So I thought maybe I'd try to get this baby started. But I can't even find the darn where to put the key in it. I'm going to need a little help on this one. There's only one guy I can think of. Tank Soldier. I need you, buddy. I need you. Well, me and Rigby are just about to one of our spots here for the day. And I thought I'd take a little walk back here to my in-laws' cabin. It's up here in the middle of nowhere, and they don't come up here during the winter. So I just wanted to take a little hike back here to make sure everything looked okay, and it does. It's a little over and under style cabin out in the woods here. I did all that masonry down there, and that looked nice. And it's on their own little private lake. It goes off that way quite a ways and then around the bend over there, and there's all cranberries here. Pretty neat. There's no power back here either. It's back here. This snow's deep. So, we're gonna go way back that way to the road. Let's go mining. Back in a bit. Well, we made it to our spot that we were gonna try, but looks like it's been a little too warm. There is no ice at all here, and the water is really high and it's moving. Now, I've been here a few times with my tube mostly, picking away around and in and around some of the boulders that are in here, but you can't even see them. The water's so darn high right now. That ice down there is just not going to be feasible for walking on at all, and it's way too deep right there. Normally I'm waiting for that ice to start creeping out here a little bit, and this thing freezes right over, and I go and I punch holes in this stuff, and I use my sucker tube, and I get a lot of lead out of here and a little bit of gold, and that's what we were going to do today, but that's just not going to happen. And that snow is mighty deep to be hiking downstream looking for something to do. So I think we're close enough to my favorite creek in the whole wide world. We're gonna head over there and see if we can get some work done that away. Hey, Rig. All right, let's go. Back in a bit. All right, we made it to my favorite creek in the whole wide world. I can't pull in there no more. Those are my old tracks. There's just too much snow. Yeah, how deep that is there. That's deep. So we're gonna go light today. I'm gonna bring that shovel. I'm gonna bring my Scarrett Super Sluice in a small container. I'm just gonna start speed panning and getting it down as close as I can to black sand, and we'll get it back to the shop and pan it out there. That way I got a little bit more time out in the wilderness here to find some gold. And I've got a few spots that I've been looking at back in there during my recent trips in here that I wanted to sample. So this is going to give me an opportunity to do that and smack this trail down again a little bit, going back there. Hopefully it's not too deep on that trail we had going. So let's begin, shall we? Hoo-wee. We're making some progress. Holy cow. Look at here. That's some tough walking. He's sticking right behind me. He ain't leading the way, I'll tell you that right now. But here's a spot I was in before. I just took a little walk out in the creek here to get out of that deep snow for a little bit. Here's all my tailings from one of those times ago, you know, and I just thought I'd stop here and take a little peek. It looks pretty neat, eh? So today with just a pan and a shovel, I can check out spots that I normally am bypassing, looking for elevations, you know, that I can set my sluice up in. And, you know, because you're moving so much more material, that's where you're going to get the majority of the gold. It's a numbers game. So today we're going to try to up our numbers game by finding more spots to run more numbers. So with this brief timeout just about over, we're going to keep walking upstream because I know just the spot I want to try first. Back in a bit. Hey, Rig. Yeah. All right, we made it to our first location. I think Rigby's had enough of that deep snow too. It's a little bit deeper than I really thought it was going to be, but it's doable. This spot here, right up, going up that way, up creek. The creek is pretty narrow for quite a ways here, and then just all of a sudden right here it just opens right up like 3 times the width that it is, say 30, you know, 20 yards that way. All right, so the water in there is humming along pretty darn good, and then it just comes over here. It's settling out because it's getting so much wider. Okay, and I'm looking at some of the material I'm standing on and looking at here. Here's an old masonry block. I don't know what the heck that's doing way back in here. Maybe somebody had a minnow trap or something, and then there's another piece of it broke off right over in there. So heavies are here. That's heavy. Well, there's some really nice sized boulders in here, and you can see the break in the material here. Like, look right here in the middle of the creek. It's some pretty large boulders here, like that one there. That one there is probably 2 feet long that way, and you know, a foot wide. It's decent. And then there, you know, there's some basketball size ones, and it breaks off into this smaller material here. That's the stuff I'm gonna work right now with my pan, and I'm looking for black sands, and I'm gonna start right there. And I'm gonna start working my way this way into the middle of the creek. You can see some of the deposits of gravels in and around some of these bigger boulders in here. And you know, that's water flow at its finest. So we're gonna see what we can come up with. Hey, Rig. Back in a bit. And you'll have to forgive me. I got the sniffles a little bit, so if it sounds like I'm talking in a coffee can, I apologize. All right, we got our first pan. I took that right up along the bank right there. There's take a look at it. It's lots of sand. I don't know if that's black sand mixed in with that stuff or if that's just some kind of organic mush, but we're gonna find out real quickly here. You know, hopefully it's black sand, but we'll find out right now. Let me see if I can muscle this baby down here in the water one time. All right. I tell you what, the super sluice is not meant for one hand. That baby's heavy. Let me get some of these rocks out of there. Nothing great. I don't know, I should be able to manhandle that a little bit better. I just love this darn super sluice, I tell you that. I'm gonna see if I can get one that's maybe just a little smaller. I like those ripples on there, but boy, this thing gets heavy. All right, let's see what we got for black sands, if any. I'm not seeing a whole lot. I mean, I didn't have a heaping pan by any means. I don't see any gold, but that was just a little skim right off the top. Yeah, a little bit of black sand in there. So let me get some really good pans going, and we'll pick it back up. All right, this is, I don't know, 7 or 8 pans here, and I haven't found any gold yet. So I think I'm gonna pan this one here out. I'm not really finding all that much black sand either. I mean, a little bit here and there, and it's really powdery black sand. You know, I started over here, over here in the bank, and I started, I got a nice little hole there, and I've been working my way out. My last one I just took from right there, and if I don't get any gold in this particular one right here, I'm gonna go upstream, and that's fine. You know, usually I can scrape up a dot or two, but I'm struggling today for whatever reason. All right, let me see what we got here now. See that? And there's just hardly any black sand in here. You know, you'd think there would be quite a bit more, but there's just not. You know, see what I mean? Very little. That was a pretty good sized pan I started with. There should be more than that. And no gold. So let's get the heck out of here. Hey, Rig, we'll go upstream a little ways. I know there's a really good spot up there. We're gonna go check it out. Back in a bit. Well, we made it. That snow is deep. It's over the dog's shoulders where we haven't made trail. I'm not going up any further than this. That's it. But I did make it to the spot I wanted to get to. Let me pan around a little bit, and we'll show you exactly what we got going on. Whew. Right there it is. That's what I was gunning for. I mean, I could walk right over all this stuff right here. I think, see how deep that is? That's right up to my belly button there. Let me get some of that knocked off there, so I can walk through here. There we go. Oh, look at this deposit right here. Look at that. That creek is coming right from over, right down there, and it splits in two right here. And right over there is where it comes out on the other side. And it's coming down in here. And look at this deposit it made right here. Great big huge gravel and sand deposit. So you got your bigger gravels, your medium, and your small, and your really light wash. So if there is ever a spot that you want to check out for black sands and gold, this is it. Right here. So I'm going to start, maybe over there or over here, one way or the other, and I'm going to dig some dirt. Let's do this. Back in a bit. You doggy. Where is that doggy? There he is. Oh, he's a nut. He's having a tough time. Oh well. Hey, welcome back. I got my first gold. And it's been a long time here. I don't know what's going on. Usually I can find gold no problem in here. Where the heck is it? Let me get my finger in there. Right there. Come on, focus, baby. Get focusing. There are a couple little pieces right there. Let me swirl that around a little bit. There we are, right there. A couple little tiny dots. But if you'll notice, there's a little bit more black sand in this stuff here. And I've been working right here. Ooh-wee. That's kind of right where I started too. There's some bigger gravels right in there, and then there's some smaller stuff, and then some real big stuff like the flow. Well, you can see it. There's a little bit more flow right there than there is right here. Then there's a little bit more flow right there than there is right here. So it kind of makes sense that there's going to be a little bit bigger gravels there and there. All that lighter stuff's getting pushed over here. So I just been kind of playing around in here a little bit. I got 4 or 5 pans done now, and there's my first gold. So I think I might, and there's 2 in 1 pan. So I think I might have found a little something here. I'm going to keep playing with that and see what we can come up with. Back in a bit. I'd like to pause for station identification here quick. Chris Lilly is a commenter on this channel. And he always has something to say when I find cool rocks, and then I just throw them. So I thought, when I found something cool, I'd highlight it, like this one right here. Looks like a darn leopard or something. Isn't that cool? So for the first ever Chris Lilly Rock of the Week, we're going to give this a nice pitch. Ready? There it goes. Over there somewhere. That's for you, Chris. Back in a bit. Who's ready to see something exciting? Look at this. Look at that. 1 pan. Look at that piece. That's a nice piece right there. That's out of 1 pan. 5 pieces. 4 little teeny weeny dots in a pretty decent piece. I couldn't be happier. Look at the amount of black sand I'm getting out of there though. There's quite a bit more. Let me show you exactly where I pulled that out of. That first pan I got from right out of there that I got gold out of. And then I took 2 or 3 more pans out of there, and I didn't get not even another piece. I don't know if I'm just rushing my panning or what, but I just slid over this way just a little bit to right in there where the rocks look to be just a touch bit bigger. And that's the first pan I pulled out of there. And there's 5 pieces. That's right off the very top. Now, it's going to be float gold. It's just, coming down when with the floods and whatnot. But I couldn't be happier. I am going to take a bunch more pans out of there. That's a guarantee. It's getting a little bit late in the afternoon now. It's almost 2:30, I think, and we still got to get out of here. And I'd like to drive home, not in the dark, because it's still snowing a little bit here and there. So we're gonna snuffer that baby up right there. And I'll do that right now. Let me get that snuffered up here. Whoops. Yeah, gotcha. Yep. Awesome. All right, let me quickly do a few more pans in there. We're gonna beat feet. Back in a bit. Isn't it beautiful out here? Oh yeah. Hey, we are back at the shop. Here's the gold we got today under my macro lens. I don't know, there's 10, 12 pieces in there, not the best, but we were panning today and it was a little tougher walking in that snow than I thought. There's that one nice piece right there. You can kind of make out the edges on it a little bit. It's not going to ring the bell if you you know, smack it up against it, but I'll take it. Get that back into the real world and take a look. That's what we got. Not too darn shabby. And that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Flour Gold Wizards. Got to go out and check out a spot today. It didn't quite pan out. The water's a little too high, but it should get cold again. It's only January. We did make it out to my favorite creek. Got a little bit of panning done in some spots that I really wanted to get into and found some pretty darn good gold. It's not California Mother Lode gold, but it's good Wisconsin gold, and I'll take it all day. And guess where that gold's going? Right in the can. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. I enjoy each and every one of them. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page. It's a good deal for everybody. Half the money goes back to you guys in gold giveaways. Flour Gold Wizards, out.